The AI Persuasion Playbook, Driving Ethical AI Adoption Anywhere. Why this matters. Every nurse advocating for ethical AI governance is running a sales process, whether they call it that or not. You are enrolling skeptical colleagues, risk-averse leaders, budget-conscious finance teams, and exhausted frontline workers into a transformation they didn't ask for and may not believe is possible. If you can't persuade, the contract gets signed without you. Silence is not neutrality, it's abdication. Strategy 1. Flip the script. Persuasion is about impact, not manipulation. Persuasion feels gross only when you don't believe in what you're advocating for. Pushing an AI tool you privately think is unsafe? That should feel gross. But enrolling colleagues in a risk management framework because you've seen the damage of ungoverned tech? That's responsible leadership. The reframe. You are not convincing people to adopt something. You are helping them solve a problem they already have. Unsafe AI deployed without operational nurses' input. The translation. If you're not sold on ethical AI governance, stop advocating for it. Either go find the version of the argument you believe, or stop wasting conversations. Remember, to the extent that you are sold, you will lead others to adoption. The inverse is equally true. Strategy 2. Get sold on yourself before you try to enroll anyone else. Before a leader or staff enrolls in your vision, they have to buy into you. Before colleagues join your initiative, they have to trust you. You cannot persuade others to a higher standard you haven't held yourself to. The test. If someone asked, why would leadership take governance counsel from you over an external consultant? Do you have a real answer? If your inner answer is, because the other consultant knows more and works harder, that's the problem. What fixes it? Keep the small promises to yourself. Honor your word. The essence of trust is to be trustworthy. Your self-trust compounds into external credibility. Every skipped commitment erodes it. You cannot advocate for accountability and execution while quietly practicing avoidance of accountability. Strategy 3. Lead with the pain, not the framework. Every person in your organization has a pain point. The frontline worker. It's busy work, burnout, and no voice in technology decisions. The operational leader. Blind spots they can't trace back to root causes and tools they can't explain or govern. The finance lead. Wasted platform spend and liability exposure. Don't open with your proprietary frameworks or acronyms. Open with their problem. Ask questions. Listen for the pain that is already there. Then, and only then, connect your framework as the solution. Your frameworks aren't the product. Relief from a specific operational, financial, or reputational pain is the solution. Strategy 4. Bust the myth. You don't have to be aggressive, you have to be authentic. Professionals often recoil from change management because they associate it with pressure. Drop that model. The most effective change agents work through empathy plus accountability, not pressure. Your operating belief. This unit or person's and trajectory is better served by engaging with ethical AI tools and intentional governance than ignoring it. If you believe that, you don't need urgency tactics. You just walk them through the reality, patiently, with evidence. The question that unlocks this: has anyone ever held this person accountable to the governance responsibility their role actually carries? For most managers and directors, the answer is no. You are not being pushy. You are being the first person who took their authority seriously. Strategy 5. Rejection is information, not judgment. When a leader says, "No, we're not ready for this," they are almost never saying no to you. They are saying they don't yet see how this solves their problem. That's a bridge you haven't built yet. Reframe every no. What does this person not yet know about how governance addresses their specific exposure? Did I demonstrate it, or did I just describe it? Did I show them a live artifact, a risk classification on their actual AI tool, or did I hand them a theoretical situation or document? Demonstration beats description. If you want a director to understand your framework, run a basic risk classification on a tool their department already uses. Let them watch the framework work on their problem. Rejection is the gap between what they perceive and what is true. Close the gap. Come back to it. Strategy 6. Everything you want is on the other side of a yes. You are either enrolling your organization in ethical AI governance, or some vendors are enrolling them in ungoverned deployment. There is no neutral ground. Silence is a sale closed, just not yours. The hard mirror. For much of your career, you were probably being sold on what your role should be, on whose authority counts, on what battles are worth fighting. Are you facilitating transformation, or are you being persuaded into silence? Your job as a change agent. You are not asking people to believe in a framework. You are asking them to believe in a destination that they may not yet believe is possible. You are the bridge. You must have more conviction in where they can go than they currently do, because for the most part, they haven't experienced it yet. Strategy 7. Practice daily, and not on the people who matter most. You will not close an executive advisory conversation cold. You must rehearse the motion somewhere lower stakes first. The practice stack. Run a 3-minute pitch with a coworker on break. Test your explanation on a friend outside your industry. If they don't get it, your framing is still too insider-heavy. Rehearse objection handling with your direct manager. We already have a compliance committee. Why do we need a separate AI governance initiative? Use everyday conversations as reps. 15 minutes a day, 7 days a week. The reps compound. You want to be fluent long before the stakes are high. At our organization, we have AI mentors for that. Strategy 8. Know when to stop talking. Over-explaining disengages people. If a decision maker walks into a meeting already warm to the idea, and you spend 20 minutes walking them through the full features, you have actively worsened your position. The single most useful question in any enrollment conversation. Have you heard enough to make a decision? What question is burning in your mind? Ask it early. Ask it often. The longer you keep selling past the yes, the more opportunities you give the prospect to surface objections they weren't going to raise. Signals you are overselling. They are nodding but have stopped asking questions. You are introducing new features or frameworks they didn't ask about. You are reassuring yourself, not them. When you see the signal, stop. Ask. Let them commit. Strategy 9. Accept that you will fumble, but keep going anyway. You will mispronounce an executive's name. You will forget a key statistic mid-pitch. You will send a message with a typo. You will push too hard in a conversation and feel the other person pull back. The single most important belief to hold. No one mistake blows the relationship. People change their minds. The leader who said no in March calls you in June after a data breach. The executive who ghosted you signs up after the company loses a dispute. You can walk into every high-stakes conversation knowing you are allowed to be human. The only way to actually blow the relationship is to stop showing up. The translation, in one sentence. You are not selling a product. You are upholding a standard, ethical AI governance, and inviting others to do it for the future of AI and humans in healthcare.